Laurier, Laurier, Laurier.
Welcome to the best year of your life. Bring on senior year.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Senior Year podcast. Why did I almost forget what I was saying? I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Jen K.
And this week, we're calling it Pregame week because you guys know what month it is.
March.
Correct. But most importantly, what's in March?
Ginger Day!
Ginger Day! Shamrock Day, I was gonna say Green Day.
Ganja Day.
Ganja Day?
Ganja, like weed.
Ganja.
Ganja.
Who calls it that?
Ferb.
Why does that not surprise me?
Because his friend Nick, he loves weed.
He loves the ganja.
So he calls him Mr.
He likes
Ganja.
to manja the ganja.
He'll like get really, really high and then order like $100 worth of Taco Bell.
Well, guys, yeah, St. Patty's is next week, and we go to Laurier. Well, maybe. Rogan Hawks. And basically, if you're a freshman and you're trying to a high school senior and you're trying to figure out where you want to go to school, Laurier, Laurier, Laurier. Make Laurier great again.
Be a Golden Hawk.
Be a Golden Hawk. Western, overrated. Queens, overrated. Guelph, I like the cows, but overrated.
This girl that I work with, love her to death. She like went to some parties up at, I think it was Queens and at Guelph, and she's like, yeah, the Aggies aren't it.
It's not it, guys.
Aggies.
Aggies. Agriculture, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, my dream school was Guelph, and I literally thank my soul every day that I'm at Laurier. No offense to anybody at Guelph, but well, here's my selling points on Laurier. Okay, first of all, small campus.
Oh, 5 minutes to walk across.
5 minutes
literally.
to walk around. You literally don't have to wake up until like 10 minutes before your class. 5 minutes to get ready and eat a granola bar, and 5 to get to class.
If you live on campus.
If you live on campus. If you don't, then you probably live in the KW area, and you're fine anyway.
Or just skip class.
Sure.
Actually, don't do that. It's like $200 a class that you miss.
I never thought about that. Sleeping for $200 worth.
Yeah, I calculated it because I skip my calculus class every day this week.
Ooh, I feel that big time. What else? Our football team is really good.
We almost beat Western.
We're so close. Next year, get them, guys.
I think Western's on a downfall because of Brescia University.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like taking it away from the women.
Yeah, the women. And aren't they making it like a...
It's like a co-ed. Gonna be like co-ed college that's like part of Western.
Stupid. That's so dumb. I remember that. I remember being very appalled. I was like, give the women their all women's school again. Because like honestly, I feel like all women's school,
there'd be a lot of drama, but you'd feel very safe.
If you were choosing it. Like I think it's good that it's not like a high school because like your parents can't just like put you there. But if you chose to go to an all women's school, I think that's like good for you because you made that choice. Right?
I feel like there'd be a lot less like distractions.
Yeah.
Sure. And obviously, like, you'd feel very safe.
And a lot less regret at the end.
Like, the guys across your hall.
Like the guys across my hall. Oh my god, guys. Well, we have a couple things to talk about today. A couple things. Winding up for Patty's is one of them. We were just talking about, like, what we want to wear. If, like, Jenny, give us a breakdown of what you want your outfit to look like.
I want it to look effortless, but also, like, I planned it.
Agreed.
So
I feel that big time because last year I don't know, like I went all out, but not all out. Like if you're going to Patty's, like go all out. I'm not shaming you, but like sometimes
I want to be like casual, like but like still festive with like some pops of green in there. But I don't want to like show up looking like a Lucky Charm.
Dead ass. I feel that 100%. Who is blowing up my? Sorry, Nathaniel. No,
female rage.
No, guys, like listen, if you are going to Patty's for your first time, good for you. You've made the right choice on the place to go.
This is my first Patty's.
This is Jenny's first Patty's. This will be my Third.
Third?
Third.
I thought you only went in grade 12.
I went grade 12 and I went grade 11, but grade 11 I missed the street party and I just went to a bunch of house parties at night.
Oh.
Which was lame. Don't do that. Go to the street party. But you are going to get really, really muddy. Like your shoes, they're gonna be muddy. I'm telling you right now. Everything is mud. And don't fall.
Maybe I should like thrift a new pair of shoes just for this.
Honestly, like I have a pair of like beater Air Forces, and like if you hose them down after, they'll be fine.
Well, that's what I was gonna do with my Adidas Forums that I wore here today, the pink ones.
Yeah.
Because all my shoes on earth are pink. I was gonna wear my green Kermit Crocs, but I was like, I cannot sacrifice him.
No, or get the like your socks would be literally brown. Like by the time you're
I would
done.
wear black socks.
Oh, touche.
Black socks.
You got it. I'm really hoping it's warm this year because last year it was so cold. Like it was freezing, and if you weren't like, if you hadn't had anything to drink, you were cold to the bone. I remember walking to McDonald's and it like I was just unthawing. Like my fingers, I was like moving them, and I could like feel my joints going like.
Ew.
Arthritis.
Maybe I'll be able to get into your dorm. I don't know.
Yeah, guys.
Is it being like locked down again?
I don't know, because for Halloween they were pretty chill. I got a lot of people on Halloween, so we'll have to see. Because I want Saturday night. I want possibly like if we do something, maybe you and Morgan could stay over.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends. The Dons are only out patrolling with like the wristbands if like early in the day, not early in the day, sorry, until like 1 a.m. or something like that. And then like afterwards, like if you come home really late in the dead of night, you're fine. So either we gotta come back in really late or I gotta sneak you in the back. So we'll figure that out. But it's
I feel
doable.
like because there's that one room when I parked there was like a bicycle in there.
Yeah.
So like honestly, if you know where that room is,
and honestly,
or I could literally be like, I'm gonna yak.
No, if you walk in with full confidence, or even if we like make
and just like jingle my keys, and I'm like, oh fuck, I lost my keys.
Yeah, exactly. So it's doable. It's definitely doable.
And you just like flash the purple because Morgan's card is purple too.
Yeah. No, exactly. Good idea.
Or I'm your mom. I'm your guardian.
Yeah, you're my mom. You could be my mom, 100%. And Morgan could be my other mom.
Yeah, because we're so gay for each other.
Yes. Canadian Party Life liars. I don't know if anybody tunes into Canadian Party Life. I do sometimes.
I saw their story. It was like rating or like how ready you are, like what's the move for patties, and I was really confused. Were you confused with that poll?
Yeah.
Because there was like one side was like 34 and the other one was like I can't do the difference of whatever that is. But it was like I was so confused whether the one side was like the yellow side was like, oh, you're going, or it's like boo, and the white side was like boo.
Yeah, so
like
basically anyone seeing this, Canadian Party Life put out a poll on their story, on their Instagram story, and people were polling whether they were going out for St. Patrick's Day on the 16th or the 17th. And I don't think they should do that because it confuses people on what day this street party is, because the street party is always the 17th. It doesn't matter if it's a Wednesday, a Friday, a Tuesday, a Monday, it's always the 17th. So then when they were like voting on the 16th, because I know other schools, like sometimes I think like Acadia or like St. FX, they'll do it like 4 days after St. Patrick's Day because they just like have their own day. But Laurier is always on the day because all the other schools come to Laurier. So I just honestly like was kind of like sad that they even posted. It was pretty 50-50. Like it was like 56-44, like whatever.
Yeah.
Of
coming to Laurier?
Of coming to, well, like of it being on the 17th.
Oh.
Everyone's coming to Laurier that I've talked to from other schools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's our thing. But I just don't want it to like confuse people and them to be like, I don't know.
They like show up at like 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, ready to go, and no one's out there.
No one's out there. Because I'm telling you, street party's not happening twice. It's happening on the 17th.
What time does it like start? Like 9, 11?
Yeah, dude. You
10?
gotta be out there like 10 a.m., 10:30.
Okay, I'll make sure my dad's ready.
Yeah. You gotta get ready pretty early. I mean, like, that's early too. Like, when I got there, it was kind of all coming. It was really weird because we were walking on the outside and there were all these people and then there was all these people and then we were kind of all like coming into this swarm, and then before you knew it, you were just in this mosh. Like, all these people. So it kind of.
I think it'll be on Marshall again.
Oh yeah.
Because Ezra Brooker is
Caged up.
caged.
But they might cage up Marshall, and then if they cage up Marshall,
It'll be moved to Central. It'll be moved like right in front of the little kids' school.
Yeah, literally like one street over. Like they gotta stop caging it up. Also, I literally commented this on one of Canadian Party Life's posts. Let's just party in the cages. Like, I'm so like they cage things up so that people can walk to class.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. There's no class on Sunday. And so that people's like lawns don't get vandalized, which is all student housing, so it's literally like
it's always vandalized.
Yeah, like it literally
it's already vandalized.
It's already there.
Like this one house that I go to, like I'm pretty sure like their doorknob like does not work. Like they have like a passcode thing, and I don't know if their door actually locks.
Yeah, no,
like it's a house of girls.
I'm telling you guys, girls is insane. If there's a group of boys that have been living for 4 years in a university house, it is a mess. It's disgusting. Like when we were looking at places to live next year, we were going upstairs to look at their showers, and there's literally like brown dirt in their shower.
Ew.
Yeah, like.
Well, this other girl was telling me that she went to a frat house for like a function, and they went to the bathroom to like wash their hands, and they were like, this is absolutely disgusting. And then they were at a party at a frat house, and there was like a whole bunch of girls in there, and then this girl tried to bring her boyfriend in the bathroom, and when the other girls were in there, and they all screamed and pushed him out.
Oh my god, what? That's weird.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, party within the cages. I'm sorry. It's not stopping. I was so disappointed with Homecoming.
My gosh.
I was so sad. And
if this is a disappointment, we're going to Western next year.
We're going to Western next year because...
Well, I've already decided I'm going for Homecoming because this was absolutely a joke.
It was sad. And it's sad because it wasn't always like that, but I feel like the WRPS have like completely blown it out of proportion.
Well, last year a guy jumped off a roof and broke his back.
Well, that's his fault. Don't be stupid. like people are gonna be stupid regardless, okay? But like, honestly, it was a safe space. Like I didn't feel in danger
the
at all.
party that me and Morgan went to at Homecoming was like literally a 15-minute drive away from the school. Yeah, and it was
booty.
Yeah.
No, I was disappointed, and I want Homecoming to be like Homecoming. Like I want to be at my own school. I want to be like wearing my colors. So when everyone was going to Guelph, I was like sad because it's like, what's the point? Like
I know. I had so much fun at the game.
Yeah, the game was so.
It was so fun.
It was so good.
I loved it.
Yeah, we need to go to more football games next year because it was so good, and I love football.
When it's warm, I don't like when it's cold. I saw them practicing today.
Yeah, I can hear them. I always hear the whistle, and then I'm like, oh, my boys are out.
They were practicing at Alumni Field today.
Oh, yeah.
Not on the stadium.
I mean, that's good, though. Because
the stadium, I don't think, is, like, ready.
No.
So they were at Alumni Field.
No, and we're getting all these upgrades, too, because they passed that,
Yeah, apparently it's a, shammy scam, and, like, all the workers are, like, taking a big hit, and apparently like all the athletic staff was like really, really mad. Because I don't know like all the details, but apparently they posed it as like some really good renovation, like we're getting all this stuff, but like in the process of doing that, they're like cutting so many programs, and like the quality, I guess, of management and like being a staff member is gonna go downhill, and a lot of staff are really, really mad.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that. Like Queens cut almost all their arts programs.
Oh.
Like if you were taking like arts psychology or like something like that, they're just cutting it, and you either have to make it into science psychology or find somewhere else to go to school.
Well, I feel like that's like Brescia too, because they were like, oh yeah, next year we're just not a school. What about like the first years or someone who's in third year, like or like and like just trying to finish their degree, and now they can't.
Oh, they can't.
They should have been like, okay, we're gonna close it and like
guarantee all of you.
We're gonna close it in 4 years and not accept any more students. So then by year 4, there's like 500 kids left.
Yeah.
Or like give them an alternative to finish their class at Western.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like if your school's being closed down, you should be automatically like accepted. Like I feel like you should have like a...
Because like I know with Brescia, they have like particular programs that aren't anywhere else. Like it's just as like specific to their school. So then it's like, what do you do when I have a degree that's specific to my school? and
Yeah.
your credits won't transfer.
No, it's so true. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like universities know something that we don't, and they're just taking our money because, like, we, like, you'd think they make so much money because,
They
like, I'm
don't.
paying,
Laurier is in a deficit right now.
which is weird because we have so many students. Like, we're not at an underplus of students, and
We
we're all paying
are
10 grand a semester.
No, we are actually sponsoring a lot of students overcoming war. That was what the $8 fee was.
So
So
we're
this
bringing
so
in everybody for free.
they're escaping war,
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah.
they're not paying tuition. So part of the faculty pays for it, part of the school pays for it, and then part of us pays for it. It's like part of those like random building fees, like
Yeah.
the Fred Nichols $12 building
Yeah.
fee.
I think I had to pay for like a couple student alliances and
Like
stuff.
student union stuff we have to
Yeah.
pay for.
Yeah. So like that's unfortunate, but like if it's making us go broke, bro.
I don't know how many students we have overcoming war. I'm glad they're not part of the war.
I'm glad they're no
but
longer in the war.
It's like
But
I need that $8 back some
I
days.
do. And like some days, low key, like Jenny, if you pay for all your school,
I do not pay for my tuition. Well, I'm going to have to in 4 year because the funds will run out.
yeah.
But I pay for my books, for my parking pass,
yeah, like
for like
guys,
everything else but like the actual
Jenny like works like mad hours every day so she can pay for like everything, and then you have like the OSAT.
I actually don't have OSAT. My parents made too much money.
Really?
I would get like $250.
Lame.
I
But
know.
honestly, probably like whatever. But you have like a thing.
From OSAP, I didn't even apply because when my sister did, that's all she was gonna get, and my parents were like, "Don't even take that."
Don't even bother. Yeah.
So I did not, but I used to work mad hours, grade 12. I was working almost 30 hours a week, and now I work like 8 hours a week. But in the summer, I'm hoping to pump that up.
My point is if Jennifer can be a Canadian born and do it on her own for the most part, anyone can too. And there are so many possibilities, you know?
The land of the free.
And the true North strong and free.
Our home and native land.
Where else are we going? Well, before we get off the topic of St. Patrick's Day, I do have a story from last St. Patrick's Day because I know after this one I'm gonna have so many stories, hopefully, that we'll be able to talk about in the episode coming after. But last year, guys, I almost got arrested for peeing in a bush, and I'm just gonna die. Just give me a sec. I told this story, I feel like so many times, but basically last year, something about St. Patrick's Day is if you don't have a dorm to go back to, there's nowhere to pee. And obviously, like, if you drink, you're gonna pee, and you're gonna pee, and you're gonna pee, and you're gonna pee. Next time I'll walk farther, okay? I don't know.
Didn't you try and pee between Osmos? Like at
Yes, I
Osmos?
peed there too. I peed between the Molochs. Osmos. Yes. Sorry that you all have to know that now. But me and my two friends, we all went together, and it was really fun. It was my friend from work and then my friend that I knew previously. And we were like having fun. We're in the middle of the mosh and we're all like, low-key gotta pee. So I'm like, where are we gonna go? And they're like, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find a place. So we kind of shuffle through the mosh pit, and by this point, it's like, I'm to the brim with piss. Like, I'm full of piss.
I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to just like give you a little squeeze.
Like, I'm telling, someone hugs me a little too hard, I'm peeing my pants. And we're shimmying our way. We walk down the street like a couple blocks, and there's this like, you know, like those thick cedar bushes. It's like, they're like pine trees, but they're bushes. So we shimmy-ah into the bushes with our cups, whatever, in our bags, and we're just kind of, you know, having a little piddle, all right? A nice little piddle. Literally surrounded, like it was like a curtain. Like no one could see into these bushes. Then we emerge from these bushes, cop car, right there, right in front.
Did you go whoop whoop?
Nope.
Oh,
no whoop
okay.
whoop. Young, good-looking guy, rolls down the window, looks at us and goes, you guys didn't just do what I thought you did, right? And I was like, what? And then my friend like, oh, shit. I'll block that. I'll bleep that. I didn't mean to do that. My friend was like, And then my other friend that I knew from work, she literally, quickest thinking I've ever seen in my life, literally goes, we're so sorry, like, we just didn't really know, like, what to do, and you just really had to go. And he's like, yeah, but that's, like, people's property. That's, like, you guys, like, ruin it for people. That's why people don't like this kind of day. Like, really taking it out on 317. Well, I think she was 16 at the time. Year old girls. Like, come on, man. And then she goes, you know what, officer? Like, I'm really sorry. We're just gonna walk this way, and we won't do it again. Like, we promise. Like, rizzed this man. And he was like, all right, like, whatever. And we were like, okay, bye. Literally rizzed this guy. Like, had we been like, oh shit, like, like hands up or whatever, like, we probably would have gotten, like, in actual trouble, but scot-free. Like, it was so scary, but it was so funny. That's my
goal is to take a picture with a cop.
Yeah, people do it on St. Patrick's Day.
I want a photo.
Let's do that this year.
I want to find a cop that I know.
Ooh, you know some?
Like, only like three. I forget their names. One of them had a dog. One of them was part of the dog one. Oh my gosh. I want to make a whale noise.
Oh. Geese.
I saw an aquatic mammals transportation.
What's happening with geese?
I took a photo shoot.
Bro, she got caught like the Octonauts. Jenny's got a photo, she's got a creature report. Dude, it literally looks like a vibrator. Like, why does it look like something you can keep in your purse to, like, rub on it in the meantime?
My bullet.
A bullet.
What does it look like? Like my micro dog's loads?
What I'm telling you, the second I was given it, I would have sold it and bought something a little bit more Mackenzie style. But, you know, it's okay. It is what it is.
And it was what it was.
Not all of us can be sexy and drive big trucks. Not all of us can drive the dream car.
My trashiest, nicest car.
The trashiest, nicest car.
There's always something like slightly wrong with it.
Hitch, guys. Like, that, what's more sexy than that?
I hit things all the time.
I hit things.
Yeah, because remember I park here and I'm like, okay guys, wait, just brace yourself. And then I
hit the back.
I hit the wall to make sure I'm far enough back.
Lordy Lord.
But it's like a safety net because if I ever back into someone, my car won't be ruined, only theirs.
Oh God. Yeah, geese.
Oh my God.
The geese on campus.
They're crazy.
They're insane. Like, I swear they have teeth.
They do. I was walking to Laz and I literally like crossed the street to avoid these geese. And there's some that like live outside the arts building door. And like they're sleeping. I'm scared for anyone who goes out there.
They're snoozing.
But I almost let one in the building the other day.
I would have let it in.
Cause like I was with my friends after our council meeting and we are like, oh, geese. And I was like, oh, and I opened the door and he like started to walk towards me, but I closed it because I got scared. Because I was like, what do we do if we put him inside and we can't get him out?
I don't know. I think that's funny. It's not my problem. When he's inside.
Put the cameras. They're going to catch me.
They're going to catch you. Yeah, they're going to identify you. Imagine. Yeah, no, I'm actually afraid. Like, I've walked past the geese so many times just like going to class or like the gym.
And they're like...
Yeah, and they like go... Like, as you walk past them and I'm like, walking fast. Like, I try not to make eye contact. They smell fear. So, like, just if you don't look at them... And you, like, look straight ahead.
I got bit by a goose one time.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like how people act with homeless people, low-key.
Oh my gosh, me at the Delta, and I'm like...
Yeah, when the guy at the Delta has this, like, sign, and he's
the one
like,
that says it's half price today?
I love that guy, the employee of the month! That one's my guy! I love him! He's great, and sometimes he's got, like, a crown of thorns, and I don't know, he's a cool guy. But, no, I'm talking about fucking...
The P one?
Stinky Pete, that, like... His name's not Pete. Like, his last name's Peacock. I think I could be wrong. The only way I know that is because my last job had like a wall of shame where I had them all identified so that we know like which ones to call the cops on. But he sits down here by the mill, and I just never make eye contact, and he like stares in at me, and I'm like looking away. I'm like, please Please stop.
One day I saw him wearing women's jeans that were too small for him and underwear.
I feel bad, but then to a certain extent, I don't feel bad because that literal guy, I would be down at the store, like, selling him lottery tickets, and he would, smell like Donkey Kong, which I guess is not his fault, like, doo-doo. Like, I don't know why I said Donkey Kong. I've had that stuck in my head today. And then he was, like, mean and, like, harassing me, like, all the time. Like, he'd be like, or there was another guy. There's another guy who, like, bought a birthday card, and it said 5 years old on it, and he was like, yeah, it's my girlfriend's birthday today. And he goes, I get this card for her. And I was like, oh. And the card literally said, like, 5 years old on it. And I was like, well, you have a good day. And then he's like, can I come in there? And I'm like, no. And he goes, I think I want a hug. And I'm like, no. Like, scary, okay? So that's why I'm a little distance.
The only people at my work that give me hugs are the little preschoolers. But I'm not allowed to, like, hug them back.
Yeah, why aren't you allowed to hug little kids?
Because even though in my job it's a very, like, hands-on job, I'm not, like, supposed to hug them.
Well, it isn't weird, though, because, like, imagine, like, a grown man had your job and then, like, took that opportunity, you know?
Yeah, that's actually a very serious issue we do have to deal with sometimes. Which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's been recently. There's been a lot of pedos.
Pedos at the pool. We had this other guy, apparently, he's, like, banned from all YMCAs in Ontario, I found out.
Really?
His issues started in Brantford, at the Laurier Brantford YMCA. Then he got banned there. Then he came here. And then he started a whole bunch of issues that I probably cannot say.
Dude, no, I'm actually, like, terrified of.
And he is not allowed back in any YMCA in Ontario.
People are deranged. Yeah, there was Dad was telling me the other day there was a homicide in Ottawa. I stabbed a newborn baby. Murdered a newborn baby. A whole family. Murdered the whole family.
Oh, the student.
Yeah.
I just saw that on the internet.
Newborn baby. Like, imagine you're looking at, like, literally, like, the most precious life form, and you just, bah.
I don't think I can, like, barely kill. Like, when my friend ran over a raccoon, I cried.
Dude, I step on a snail, and I feel like Satan, like.
Like, I literally, like, cried when she ran it over. Like, a tear was shed, and then Girls Just Want to Have Fun played right after we, like, brutally murdered this raccoon. And then it was like, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And I was like, oh my God, Rocky.
Jennifer, tell us about Hawk Weekend.
Okay.
Give them a rundown about what Hawk Weekend is.
Hawk Weekend is a community, like a first year's community event where you, like, compete against each other in, like, a whole bunch of different events, like tower building, and we did dodgeball and trivia and, like, and all that good stuff. And you get, like, spirit points and points for, like, people coming out. And we had to learn, like, other teams' cheers, and it was just a really fun event. I was on Locus. Locus. Locus is the very best. Ow. Links back. Ow. Links back. We had a cheer called Sexy Links, and everyone loved it.
You guys are the Lynx?
Yeah, we were the Lynxes, and we had a cheer about Sexy Links.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and there was one about mooses.
Moose?
Yeah, and I don't really know the Lester's one. They really didn't have one.
We probably didn't. Oh yeah, but guys.
Her residence won, but she didn't participate.
I did not participate, but go Penguins! Go Leicester Penguins! I'm only, honestly, I don't even, like, I'm totally giving away my dorm location, but it's not like I'm famous or anything, so.
Well, there's 2 Lesters.
There's 2. So you gotta scorch both of them to find me, but, you know, that's okay. I'm moving out in, like, a month when
I think
school's over,
Locust was actually so fun because we had, like, our regular house council t-shirts, and then we also made a graphic t-shirt with our mascot, like, different pictures of our mascot. We made a graphic t-shirt. I had to pay, like, $20, but I was
that's
like,
fun.
I was like, I'm really still gonna wear it.
Yeah. What else, guys? My dorm, guys. This is so bad. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but basically, this happened, like, 2 weeks ago, maybe. we started beef with the boys that live next to us somehow. I don't know how really, because on the literally syllabus week, like first week of school, what's it called? Frosh week, sorry. Frosh week, we were literally going over to their house and having like wine and steak. The guy was making us like, it was like A-cut steak. Like it was good. We were all good. We were all chill. And then one of my roommates had like friends over and they were like kind of ding dong ditching the guys, like knocking on it and running away and whatever. So then they started doing it back, and then they're doing it back, doing it back. And then my one roommate wrote like I don't know if it was my roommate or the roommate's friend, but somebody wrote like a note apparently that was like grow up, or like it was something along the lines of like grow up or like something. Slid it under their door, and they will not stop knocking on our door. They would do it all the time, middle of the night, days before exams, like literally 3 a.m. doesn't matter. And I don't think it's just them, because we talked to our Dawn, and our Dawn was like telling them like, you guys can't do that anymore. Like you're kind of harassing them now. Like it's not funny anymore. And they were like, well, it's not us anymore. So I think like some of the girls that like go over there and kind of like fraternize with them caught on to this joke and literally will not let it go, which, you know, that's, I would say it's fine, but like literally we would all be just like in our bedrooms, and then at 3 a.m. we'll get like bang 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 bang, and we're like, what? And we like think something's wrong, and then we walk out and there's no one there, and it's like, well, you just woke me up when I have like a midterm tomorrow morning, and then it's annoying. Anyways, guys, now that you have the lore, 2 weeks ago I'm in my bed. It's, I kid you not, like 1 a.m. and I hear this whack, and I'm like, oh my god. Like it literally sounded like, I would say it sounded like a gunshot, not that much. Like I thought someone like,
it was an alarming noise.
Like I thought one of my roommates had like a stroke and that was their head hitting a table or something. So I wasn't clothed because I'm sleeping, and you're wearing what you're wearing, or I'm not wearing what I'm wearing. So I throw on some clothes, open the door, and I walk out, and my two roommates are out there. My third one, well, the other one of them was at her boyfriend's, and the other one was in her room with her boyfriend. And my two roommates are out there, and I'm like, what was that? I was like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? And they're like, I think someone smacked the door. So we look at the door, and the bottom of the door has literally separated.
It's like bowed in.
It's literally bent in. Like you could have like slid like a credit card, if not like more, through like the bottom of the door. It was literally like bent inward. Like,
I saw it in your story.
Yeah.
I was like, oh lord.
So 1 a.m. whatever. So my roommate is like, okay, well, I'm gonna like open the door. She goes to open the door. It won't open. Whoever hit this thing, which, not to mention, this was not like a hand bang. Like they must have taken a running start to like karate kick.
I feel like they would have like donkey kicked it.
Donkey kicked this door. Like there's no way they would have literally broken the internal like lock system in the door. So the door is completely jammed shut. And my roommate had, both my roommates actually, they both had midterms the next morning. So had we not gotten up and dealt with this could have been a huge problem. So we call our Dawn. We're like, well, I actually texted our Dawn, like, hey man, hate to do this to you again, because I literally got stuck in an elevator like last semester. I've been just pissing this guy off constantly. And I'm like, hey, someone smacked their door and we're trapped inside. And so he lives down the hall, and he comes over and he's like, hey girls, I'm just gonna try to open the door. I'm like, okay. He, gives a little wiggle. He goes, yeah, it won't open. And he goes, I'm just gonna try the master key. And I'm like,
but it's unlocked.
Yeah. We're like, sure, man. Like, if you think that's gonna work. And he like goes to use it. And I'm like, wouldn't that have been hilarious if that worked? And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna call like the duty Dawn, because there's a Dawn.
And then the duty Dawn.
Duty Dawn comes up, who's literally just another Dawn. She comes up.
I thought they do like they're in charge of like the whole building.
Something like that.
Or like X amount of floors.
It changes every like day.
Oh.
It's a different duty Dawn every day, because they all share the like.
Wait, I think a duty Dawn is someone who's like donned before.
Yeah.
And then it's like the more senior ones that rotate who's a duty Dawn like that night.
Yeah, they like rotate. So duty Dawn comes up. She's like, hey guys, just gonna try to open the door. We're like, okay, like if that works. Jiggles the handle, doesn't open. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of like, use the master key that I have. And we're like, go for it. They're like, okay, well, everybody stay calm. We're gonna call the special constables unit. So they call the special constables. We didn't really hear anything. They were kind of like, oh, call the building owner. So they call the building owner. Building owner comes like maybe 40 minutes later. We're trying to get our other like roommate. She was like with her boyfriend. We're like, hey,
Please, we're trapped.
we're trapped. And we're getting like no answer. And I'm like, okay. Building owner comes up, is like, okay, I'm going to call a maintenance guy. Hour goes by. So it's like 2 a.m. now. Maintenance guy finally shows up. This guy's like, hey guys, like, I'm here, whatever. And as the maintenance guy gets there and he's starting to kind of try to like open the door or like drill it open or whatever, the boys that live next door come outside and they open their door. And we were like looking through the peephole the whole time. And the guys are like, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, like someone hit their door and like they're trapped inside. And the guys are like, oh, that's weird. I wonder who would do that. And so eventually the guy gets the door open and he's like taking pictures of the door. He's like, someone really damaged this door, like by the looks of the inside, and he was pissed off. And then he tells us to have a good night. And I told him, I was like, we didn't do this to the door. Because he was like, are you sure you didn't just slam the door on the way back?
It's clearly bowed in and all of you are on the inside.
Yeah. Like,
how would you do that?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, we were all sleeping when this happened. Like, we're a room of girls. Like, what do you think we're doing? So, yeah, they do that. They get the door open. He's like, whatever. He takes pictures and then he closes the door and he goes and talks to the Dons and the building owner. And he's giving them hell. He's like, if I get called for one more of these, like, stupid vandalism things, like, again, I'm charging you, like, so much money. Like, I can't be doing this anymore. It's the middle of the goddamn night. Get a control on these kids. Like, please. Like, this is your job to, like, keep them in check. Like,
well, they can't be patrolling the hallway all night to make sure boys don't kick in your door.
Kick in our door, right? So he's, like, giving them heck. Whatever. He leaves. And then they come and knock on their door. They take all of our names and stuff. And I'm like, hey, like, you guys, like, no, this wasn't us. That, like, we didn't break our door. And they're like, yeah, we know. Like, we'll deal with it. Whatever. They never do. Whatever. And they're like, oh, we're going to have a follow-up email. And you know what the email was about the second time? Again? Mental health resources. So basically, if you ever have a crisis at Laurier, expect to get mental health resources as their follow-up. Every single time. Every single time.
Oh, my toilet got clogged. You should really see someone about that.
Dude, no, our toilet broke. The chain literally came off, and my Dawn, we were like, hey,
and it won't flush?
Yeah, wouldn't flush.
What if there was like a dookie in there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if someone pooped in it? Anyways, he goes, yeah, in the meantime, if you want to flush your toilet, just reach your hand in to the top and pull out the chain part yourself.
Absolutely not.
No! Over my dead body, am I reaching my hand into the toilet water? I know the toilet water in the top is clean. They're like, oh yeah, it's drinkable. I'm not doing that.
It's definitely not drinkable.
There's no way. You know how dusty, crusty, musty that water is? Not to mention my roommate. Hey, lovely. Sorry about that. We just had to restart the camera.
My bad, guys.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, my toilet water is literally blue because my roommate put like a puck in it, so it's like I don't even want to put my hand in because it's gonna dye my hand blue. So
you know what I love? Those little jelly things that you like,
the little scrubbing bubbles.
The things you go on the inside, so it like smells good.
And then I like aim to poop on it.
I want poopery. And you go. Pss, pss.
Oh, those used to be the best.
My favorite thing is like obliterating public bathrooms.
Stop! No, because I feel like some people get off to like leaving their full turd in the bathroom.
like I don't do that, but I think it's like really funny if it's like stinky and someone else has to go in it.
Oh, Jennifer! That is insane.
I am insane. Yeah, I am crazy dog.
Wild. Yeah, my dorm in general is just breaking right now. Like, I'm so excited for my new apartment next year because like right now my tiles are literally breaking. We have like a stuffed pink hippopotamus that we've put over the tiles so that we don't like sleepy walk over the broken tiles in the middle of the night. Sucks. But the warm weather's here.
Yay!
Woo-hoo! I'm so excited. I want to just wear shorts every day. That's what I've been doing at school to like manifest
warm weather as you're freezing your tushy off.
Yeah.
Walking to the gym.
Yeah, pretty much. I wear my shorts to the gym because it's like, it's a short walk. It's not like I'm going to be outside for that long. But I love the gym.
I will be so sad, but also so happy if I'm able to work at a lake this summer. But I will literally cry myself to sleep every single day. Because what if I don't like the people that I work with?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And I can't see you guys.
Guys, you know how difficult it has been? So Jenny wants to move away.
I don't want to move away,
Jenny
but
wants
it's...
to move away.
Okay, it was either the African Lion Safari got back to me first, then there's this job. No one else has, like, gotten back to me with a job that I can stay here.
Yeah.
And I want to have a job, like, by the end of the month or, like, before exams. Because I can't be waiting halfway through May to start a job. Or, like, have one.
Well, guys, Jenny wants to leave.
No, I don't, I swear.
And me and Morgan are having a panic attack about it, but she doesn't need to know.
No, I swear, it's not that I want to leave. It's just I haven't been given options. Dave is my Dave.
He's not there yet, bro. Like, if he was there and I got to, like, he's already looking at office space, but, like, I don't think he, like, it's just not there yet. Like, if it was, I'd love that.
I know.
Guys, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe so Jenny can stay, because I don't know what I'm gonna do if she leaves. It's not okay.
Come visit.
Come visit. 3.5 hours away, getting time off work, and
For a
trying to coordinate with
sleepover.
Morgan? We'll see.
For a sleepover. Come to camp.
She's gotta do her course, though. Can we stay there?
I don't know.
I don't think we can.
Well, there's like, so kids come to camp for 8 days and then they have 3 days off. Like where there's no kids. So maybe on like the 3 days off. Because my friend's, what is it? Her cottage is like an hour boat right away. And she's like, yeah, I'll just like ski-doo over. And I was like, what? What? You're gonna pull up to the lake?
Weird. Yeah. Yeah, guys, Jenny's gonna leave, but
Do you ever go to sleepover camp?
yeah, it was awful.
Oh, I loved sleepover camp.
What?
My parents low-key sent me to the expensive ones.
Okay, I went to Camp Hawaii. Alright.
Is that a YMCA one?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay. It's Paradise Lake. First of all, I was there with a friend who I would argue with regularly, so halfway through the week she ditched me and found another friend. Which was fine. Whatever. The food was terrible. I literally crapped myself every day because the food was so bad. And then, the best part, you couldn't even eat in peace because halfway while you were like eating, they'd start playing games. They'd be like, freeze! And you'd be like pouring your orange juice. And if you moved, you had to do the dishes. And everyone's dishes were gross because they were eating this disgusting ass food. So I was malnourished. I was mosquito bitten to shit. I was sunburnt as hell. My friend who I came with, like, literally didn't even hang out with me the whole time. I got my period, and that was before I wore tampons. So I was wearing these ugly ass little tight shorts with my pad, so my pad wouldn't slip off because, oh, God forbid I take any other thing, like, section, but this one called, like, wind and water. It was basically, like,
Canoeing, kayaking, sailing.
Like, I was swimming every single day. The water was fucking cold, okay? There was someone, my little sister, there was a string in the water, she grabbed it and she pulled it up and there was a brick with a knife on it tied to this string, okay? Someone dared me, I'm just unpacking the trauma, someone dared me to touch the bottom of the lake, and when I did, my foot sunk into the silt at the bottom, like it was like quicksand. And when I got my foot out, I had to swim all the way to the top and nearly fucking died. We did this thing called, it was like when you would go out on like this big...
mat or
No,
dock?
it was like a dock, a floating dock. You would go out there, and we all went out there, and we would like paddle it to the middle of the lake and like play volleyball or whatever. It was infested with dock spiders. I'm talking spiders the size of your fucking thumb, bro. And these things were just like scooting around. There was a girl who was bipolar and went around telling people she was gonna murder them in her sleep. Yeah, she slept at one cabin next to me. The cabin that I've slept in has burnt down like 3 times. Oh, and may I mention, Paul Bernardo had been to the camp before. Obviously, he's in, prison or whatever, but like a serial killer had been to my camp, bro. Yeah, so sleepaway camp was not my fun.
I went to like...
Oh, sorry, hate to cut you off. Your parents would send you letters, okay?
My parents never did.
They They sent letters to Sarah, but none to me. And then when I told them that I felt unloved, that they didn't send me any letters and sent ones to my little sister, they go, oh, they must have got lost in the mail because we did send you letters.
My parents never did, and I was like, oh, why didn't you send me like care packages or stuff like that the other kids get sent? They're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. You're gone for a week.
Bro.
I was like, oh,
there's
okay.
a thing called the tuck shop, and if you wanted like candy or something, which you weren't allowed to bring, which is like, why the fuck can't I bring candy? Like, really?
Because they want to make sure you don't get diabetes by the end.
We're not allowed to bring a phone either.
Yeah, that's like kind of standard though. Well, they want you to get in touch with nature.
They want you to not be able to contact your parents and tell you that you're being literally tortured, okay? Not to mention, I had to poop in a compostable toilet all week, so not only was I crapping myself, I was crapping myself the most god-awful things coming out of me into a wood-chip toilet, and it would sit there. And then we were all in the same boat, so everyone in my, like, who was pooping in the toilets was pooping this, like, MSG watery crap into the thing, and it was just all just decomposing. The showers were freezing cold, so my hair was greasy all week. I smelled like BO. It was so bad.
I'll just like shower in the lake.
Honestly,
but I don't like turtles.
You know how they used to train the lifeguard LITs by filling the canoes full of water, placing them in the middle of the lake,
and they're like bail.
And seeing if they could paddle back in time before it sunk to the bottom of the lake. But then when I went away, I went to this place with cabins for, I did a course where you go all over, like, Northern Ontario.
Oh, and, I remember you showing me photos of that with the freezer reader.
The freezer reader?
The freezerator.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, they all ditched me, too. I ended up making a friend when I was there, which was fun, but that was fun, but we paid really well for that, and, like, it was on a lake called Lake Couchiching.
Couchiching?
Couchiching. Lake Couchiching. That's like the best pimp name. I call myself Couchiching. Chuching. Yeah, so, you know, Jenny's trying to leave, but
it's not on purpose.
It was what it was.
I don't even have the job yet, so.
It's true. They might not give it to her. Every time, guys, do me a favor, and when you go to bed tonight, pull out your Holy Bible, kneel next to your bed, and pray that Jenny doesn't go away, and that lady never calls her back.
We rescheduled for Monday.
Pray that Monday never happens. Pray that she dies before Monday. Because, bro, there ain't no fucking way.
I think it'll be so fun.
There ain't no fucking way. You're telling me this is the first time. Sorry, guys. You're telling me this is the first time our friend group has finally weeded out anybody who sucks. We have no drama. We're all super close. And Jenny's gonna leave. She's gonna leave.
I'm coming back.
No, you're not!
I'm leaving.
I hope you get eaten by a bear.
I would leave mid-June.
I hope a moose.
And I would be back mid-August.
I hope a moose sits on you and you get stuck up its ass. I'm kidding, guys. I actually don't care.
It'll be like that Taylor Swift song where it's like, and I watch your life in pictures like I used
that's how Jenny's gonna feel.
Watch
Morgan and I are
sleep.
gonna hang out every fucking day.
And I'm literally gonna be up there like,
and she's gonna be sad because it's human nature. Not to mention, my mom wants to get a pool, bro. This is the first time in my life I'm gonna have my own in-ground pool. And who's gonna swim in it?
An in-ground pool?
Yes.
No way.
Dig a hole and put a big fiberglass pool in.
I've always wanted a pool.
I always wanted a pool. We've done this a million times now, but regardless, if Jenny leaves or not,
I don't want to leave.
I know she doesn't want to leave, so I just don't know.
I think you guys should come with me.
I think I should stay and make $9,000. I'm sorry.
Girl, you could work the weeks before and the weeks after.
I'm sorry.
Because if I do like work 40 hours, like, or close to before and after, I will make the same amount that I would if I didn't leave. Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm considering.
Touche. Yeah. Well, anyways, whatever you choose to do,
don't hate me.
I'm not gonna hate you. I'm just gonna like call up our ex.
I swear to God, if the little Lorax rolls back in,
Hey,
And the oncer's not here to squash them. I swear to God,
no, we're gonna all be
I will
best
range
friends.
vengeance and hellfire on the O'Hare town.
Jenny has too many like off-putting videos of me for me to not be friends with her anymore. Like I was telling her today, like if I ever get famous, like I feel like it wouldn't last long because like there's so many just off things on me of me like just out there.
Your digital footprint.
My digital footprint is digital footprinting, but you know we'll see. I guess I don't want to ever have to make like an apology video for like something I like said, like for being like a bully when I was like 11. You know, like,
I thought you were getting bullied when you were 11.
Getting bullied, but like you know the narrative. People are always like
Spencer Burbo's up.
Yeah, literally that. Or like Taylor Swift. And people were like, she bullies. Or I'm always being bullied.
If you don't get bullied, you're not cool.
It's literally character development. I'm sorry. I'm glad I was brutally bullied. Like, it sucks and like, whatever. But like, it made me less cringy. And I'm still cringy. But it made me less cringy. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, guys. That has been this week's episode of Senior Year. Everybody do their prayers tonight. To make sure Jenny stays.
Roll Golden Hawks.
I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Jen K. Actually, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Darling!
Guess who's back from prison?
Okay, guys, bye.